So a couple weeks ago, I had promised after a haul that I'd be transforming these beautiful orange pumpkins. They are carvable, so you can definitely cut them out, put like a tuna can in here, a tea light, or you can put flowers. You really can still use this the way it is. However, this orange definitely doesn't go with the colors in my home, so I was inspired to transform these into more neutral looking pumpkins, and I hope you enjoyed the ideas and the process that I'm sharing here with you. I would love to hear what your favorite season is for decorating. Mine is Christmas time inside and then Halloween outdoors. So I'd love to hear what you guys are doing around the different holidays, and I would love for you to give me a like or subscribe to the channel if you like DIYs like these, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.
We're going to begin by base coating 4 of the pumpkins all the same color. So I've used a warm white and a cream color, and I mixed the two together to create an antique white. And after the first coat is dry, you want to add another coat because the orange really does kind of peek through, and you want to make sure there's none of that. So I found it easiest to place the pumpkin kind of upside down on a little container and then flipped it the other way while it's drying, etc. So at this point, I took some metallic gold and I mixed it with the cream colored antique white that I had created to give a little bit of an accent and dimension to the pumpkin, casting some shadows like in detail along the inner and grooves of the pumpkin, and then the base, and then along the top part where, you know, the little stem would be. So you'll see here that when I apply some gold, sometimes it's a little too dark. What I do is just apply a little bit more of cream paint, and it just blends all the colors really nice and smooth. So for this one here, I just wanted to have the bottoms a little bit more shadowy and darker, and then the top where the little root will be, where the little stem of the pumpkin will be, I wanted a little darker. And so that's what you see me doing here, is filling that part in. And then I gently brush some gold, straight up gold, just along the sides, just to give it to that little bit of shimmer. And I add a little bit of gold here, and then you'll see that I'll take my sponge and blend it all with a little bit more of the cream. And it just blends all the colors really nicely with the rest of the pumpkin. Once you're happy with the colors, I then started applying thumbtacks, and I just kind of grabbed whatever color, gold and silver, whatever was coming to my hand is what was going on the pumpkin. And so I created a circle along the top part, and then I started creating little triangles and working my way down. Some triangles were a little longer, some were a little shorter, and you'll just see that the pattern that I've created here also has almost like a little drip drop effect. I scattered the thumbtacks coming down a little bit so it wouldn't be a straight line all on top of each other. I began the thumbtacks kind of overlapping one another, and then I changed it up and kind of spaced them out. I like the look of having a little bit of the white peek through. However, this is completely optional and up to you how you just apply the thumbtacks here. And then for the stem, I just painted it gold again. So working on the second pumpkin here, I painted the stem again gold, and for this one I wanted it to have more of a bronzy kind of gold finish along the outer. So again, you'll see that I'm casting some shadows and detail. And once it's completely dried, I applied some stencils that were purchased at the dollar store, and I just traced the outer and inner part of the stencil. And if you only have one letter of each, which I'm spelling welcome here, and I only had one E, I just kind of removed it and reapplied it to the pumpkin. So here it's ready for the application of paint, and I chose gold. So I did do 2 coats to make sure it was super shiny, and this was the outcome. I was really happy with all the depth that it kind of came out with. Working on the third pumpkin, I kept it completely antique white, so I didn't add any gold or anything other than the little stem. And now I'm applying washi. So I cut little pieces of washi in different sizes, and I just kind of layered them, zigzagging across the pumpkin, some of them facing straight up, some on an angle. And I then put teeny little pieces, little squares just kind of scattered around the pumpkin. And that's how this one turned out. It was super easy to make. For the fourth pumpkin, I'm using Mod Podge and glitter. So at this point I want it to have almost a fading effect. So I Mod Podged the bottom and generously applied some glitter, and then I worked my way very lightly up the pumpkin. Now I didn't glitter the entire pumpkin, and you can do this of course, but I used some glitter hairspray from the Dollar Tree and then gently applied it and gave it a little finishing sparkle on the top. I then took some gold paint and just painted the stem here. I hope you love the process of these 4 pumpkins. I think they turned out so cute. No one would ever know that these were from the Dollar Tree. They were bright orange. If you like these types of videos, please be sure to give me a like or subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch today. Happy fall, everyone. Bye for now.